color that too. What? Huh.
I just need Aces to update the title.
Yeah, they'll issue.
I just poked him to do so.
Oh, good.
Oh, good. I have the right stream key. All right, let me make sure that we are muted for the time being.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Onomatopoeia Community Cup. I'm your host, play-by-play caster. Generally just a great guy. I'm NF class. Tonight I'm here with Thanimal. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing fine. I'm excited for this match coming up here, aren't you?
I mean, we should. It's always a great time when you have some
Oh
Overwatch to
yeah.
watch. I mean, Breaking Tide versus the Titans. I mean, they're not actually just called the Titans. There is a longer name for it, but sometimes it just doesn't come to you. But that's fine. Titans. Titans are playing for the Overwatch League. Titans are playing in the Onomatopoeia Community Cup. There's a lot of crossover there. I mean, maybe not the exact same skill they're showing. Still a fun time.
Oh yeah, and I'm sure for tonight we're in for a great match coming up here.
So, obviously, these teams are going to be getting into the game pretty soon. Don't judge my guy on the sidelines here too harshly. By the way, guys, he's also doing your camera work for you. So if he slips up here and there, that's completely fine. We're only here to bring you some Overwatch. Without us, there wouldn't be anything to see. So both good for these teams, both good for you guys. And it's not even that big of a deal for the teams if your camera work sucks because they have replays now. So
Hooray!
it's all gonna be great. You can't be judged. They cannot get afterwards like, oh no, we can't see what happens. Like, you can. You have replay. Just save them. So that's gonna be great. But yeah, it looks like teams are gonna be ready for this pretty soon. A little bit of a switches around from players here and there. Titans putting in the throw for the friend instead of Ism right now, but I'm hoping to get on the way. We're going to be starting on Nepal. The map pool's pretty fun tonight. I mean, we get Nepal, we get Horizon, Icon Wall, Dorado. Like, the only map in there that I find a little bit annoying to play sometimes is Horizon. But, it's been less. After the rework, I'm happy with it now.
Horizon is a really fun map to play. It can be frustrating at times, though. I would agree with that statement there.
Yeah. I do think, though, that the 2CP changes that came in are pretty good. I mean, I don't know what your opinion on that is.
I don't have too much of an opinion on it. I haven't been able to experience the new map, the new changes all that much myself. I've been busy with everything else, but all right.
We'll see them come in soon, so that's going to be good. Starting on Nepal Village here, so both these teams showing up. Titans in the red, Breaking Tide in the blue. And what a better way to start on Shrine. I think this is one of the more interesting points of Nepal as well. So
Shrine is a lot of fun as a map because they have many different routes of attack. For this map, most control maps you have a couple ways to funnel, but here you can kind of spread out or go along a side route and attack from a different angle. It's a really fun map that way.
Yeah, and like, because it seems to be a pretty flat map. Is it really that flat, or is there like a lot of dimension to it still?
There is flat, but there is the higher ground up on the top, on the right-hand side there, if you're looking from the side of Titans there.
Mm-hmm.
So they do have the high ground to go to and look down upon, which gives snipers vantage points, but they also have that far corridor, that flat area off to the other side, towards the sea there. Or the cliff side, I should say.
Yeah, I don't think there's really a sea. You can look all the way down there. Actually, that's the fun part about these maps, right? So Nepal is built up onto a mountain. So the lowest stage is village. Then you get to shrine. Then we go further up the mountain, you get to the sanctum. So you just fall onto village when you fall here. But they're gonna get started out here. You're gonna see some DPS matchups here, guys.
All right, looks like we got Breaking Tide going straight onto point. They're getting pushed off.
Ooh. Throw for the friend is already down. Nice fire strike kill there. T-Cat resing it back up, so we're still on even Stevens, but it's gonna be a little bit more space here for Breaking Tide here. Breaking Tide pushing forward hard from Derelict, already doing a lot of damage from the skies, and they will take them down. Dog with Raby is just a fire strike and a smash, and it's all over. I mean, both tanks go down. You don't have a mercy. That's just gonna, well, not solve any problems. Actually, gonna make more problems for you. So it's gonna be a nice first start here for Titan.
That was a great push by Titans there, taking down their tanks, forcing them to fall back and regroup, just allowing for that easy early cap percentage right at the beginning here. Could mean a lot in the outcome as the game, but unless Breaking Tide here retakes the point and holds it, it's going to be tough. It's going to be increasingly tough as the match goes on here. Just to reclaim the lost time.
Very interesting composition, something we don't see a lot here, but they're gonna smack out again. Those Reinhardts smacking into each other. Zarya's behind them. They both now have a Mercy. Actually, they don't. It's still the same one. But it's just going to be the Titans getting the first kills again. That's already 4 down. Nothing going to res that up for you.
First
You
ult
still
of the
don't have a
round goes
Mercy.
down.
It's so much. I mean, it's nice. It's just nice playing from Dog with rabies. I mean, he's been under a lot of pressure from DPS, but still able to do a lot with it.
I was surprised how many people that shatter caught there. They just left
Yeah,
themselves.
right.
That Ryan charged off, and Dog with Rabies just found that perfect opportunity to place that shatter, get down the support, and go for another stall right there. Pharah going in for
nice
that
barrage
background.
coming in, but a nice sleep dart coming out. There's the blade on the other side, and the attack visor. There's a nice shatter from UNCIC, and it looks like they're actually going to be looking pretty good in this fight. 2 members up already. High Noon following, not getting anything, but doesn't really need to. They got the kills, and he's just backing out. Nice engage start, but a lot of ultimate shoots on both sides.
Wow, what an excellent push from Breaking Tide there. Used a lot of ults to take it, but they still have 1 in the bank, while Titan still has 2. Oh, there comes Valkyrie out, so they're back to both grab on each side. See grab come out. Catches 4 of them.
It catches enough. That's really what you need.
Catches
They just
enough to
clean it up.
retake the point with
Yeah, right.
making
And
it
so
look
quickly as
easy.
well. 60%. I mean, you really want to get a little bit more if you win a fight. They have a grab of their own though, so not over Breaking Tide, but they need to get back to the point first of all.
Here we see the
And
Ryan's
if
just duking it out again.
They might not even make it, and they don't.
Didn't make
That's
any time.
it's a pretty convincing first point. I mean, control doesn't always say anything, but that looked good from the Titans.
No, and it's just the first round, so it doesn't mean everything, but Titans certainly made that first round look easy.
They did. They did. And that's not something you're necessarily going to be happy about. I mean, you kind of wanted that to be a little bit different there. But I can understand how these things happen sometimes. You're like, oh, okay, so that's how we're doing things. But I would really like to see a little bit more contest. It was an interesting composition as well from Breaking Tides, right? Because they did a little bit of a different thing with that Genji McCree.
Yeah, that was interesting. It worked out well for them, though.
Oh. I understand it though. I mean, throw for the Frana also on the McCree. That fire rate increase that just made them a little bit more of a menace, especially in these closer range compositions. I mean, it's just great. Closer range maps as well. And we're gonna see Breaking Tide taking this straight to go to the point. They have the May this time around. That's gonna be great. Let's see if we get some good walls here. Oh, there goes the Reinhardt, and there's the wall. He's separated off. He's gonna go down. Maxim Goon also falling, but Apex is traded, so no supports here for the blue team, and it's gonna be. Yeah, I mean, Cisu's trying to deal with that fire a little bit, but they can't. Meanwhile, TCAT just reses up the only pick they've gotten, goes down for it, but they already have the picks. That was interesting, Danimal. I mean, they had it, but then they didn't.
I know, was quite surprising. They got the point there, but they could just not hold it. I wonder if it had a lack of communication on their team there. They seemed to be kind of scattered and disoriented when Titans just steamrolled onto point.
Yeah, I mean, that was weird as well, because they had the Reinhardt, and I don't know how the Ana went down, but I mean, the Ana did go down. Now they're going to go through the high ground here, trying to get in with that Reinhardt once again. And it's really up to NYC to stay around, but they get with rabies early once again. And if that res doesn't come in, that could be big. The Baron gets 2 already. The High Noon is out. They're really getting 4. That is just all you need in your fire.
And Dog with Rabies is back up and running, so...
It's just back up. And that res is not even necessary there. I mean, if you get 4 picks, you can just walk back from spawn and be there sooner than them, right?
It was not necessary, but by the time the next push comes around, that res will almost already be back,
Yeah.
so... That's
just,
more of an
an
insult to
extra slap
injury
in the
type of thing.
face.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Kick them while they're down. Just
And
make their
Derelict
push go
having to go
completely
back to
useless.
that barrage now. You see these ultimates building so slowly though for them, because it's just Derelict doing so much damage.
Yeah, absolutely. Derelict is just completely pushing them and zoning Breaking Tide around. Just separated the Reinhardt there, UNSC there. Followed up by a Shatter that catches 3 of them. Ooh, the return
counter
Shatter.
Shatter's big though. Look,
Counter
brings Anchor
Shatter.
down. You can't res 2. Yofo very low will also go down. Derelict gets 1, but I think that's not going to be enough.
No.
Go for the Fran is also falling, and that is
Derelict
finally
falls
the
down.
retake. This is a better one for them though, because last time they only had, they didn't even get the second fight in, right? Like after
Yeah,
they lost that
absolutely.
point. So this is good.
That was an excellent push by Breaking Tide, I'll have to say that.
Yeah.
That counter Shatter won them the point, though. However,
I
each
wonder
team
what's
here.
gonna happen next.
I wonder if they're gonna push with beat this time around or grav. For
I'm
Titans
guessing
there.
grab. That's what you want to go for. Derelict already down. Nice shots from Tabasco. Obviously, you can't dodge him as easily anymore with that fire rate. Yofo and
Ooh.
Krokuta also falling. They just choose to walk up in there, and yeah, they're just gonna miss him as far as they dare to go. And it looks like they want to dare to go pretty fast. But there's the rush from Derelict. Gets two already. High noon for their fan. He does get slept. I don't think it's really that important that he puts or dies.
That high
Still,
noon,
they have to push in though. They're not
that
yet.
high
They're
noon
not
was
ready yet.
not needed at that point in time.
I mean, you gotta wonder if you ever get kills from it though. Like they do get on the point finally, but there's a lot of time to come back in. They might not even flip it. No, they will flip it.
They're gonna flip it, but the
10%,
question is, are they gonna hold
plenty
it?
of time for another fight. Yeah, that's the main question. So many ultimates for both teams.
Oh, we see the first ult, second ult popped
The
already.
grab, no barrage for the follow-up though, so
Yes,
they can
but
just
Trance was
lock
popped
it
to
out with
counter it.
defense.
Yep.
Yeah, but that's easy. Now they have the nano on it. The shatter does follow out, and that's already 2 kills. Supports
With the
are down.
counter
Counter
shatter
comes
once
in.
again.
UNCYC has been really good on those, but if it comes in at that moment in time, you already lost 3 people. It's
Diva
just
bomb
doesn't
claiming
look like it
nobody.
should be enough. It does come in, but it doesn't. Again, it doesn't get anything. I think it was more of a remake Diva bomb than anything else. And it's just Sisu and Eldom on the point here. Yes, support in the tank, but how long are they going to sustain with Slow for the Fran and Dog with Rabies just smacking out that damage? UNCYC is back here. But they will just keep losing players. They need to start getting kills, and they do get Dog with Rabies. That's actually a pretty big pick.
However, it's
Apex
5
is
versus 2
already
on
down
point there.
again. Yeah, I
Oh,
mean,
barrage.
it doesn't look. It looked pretty grim for a while here, but
Yep.
they just keep getting on.
Once again, it was the exact same as the first round there. Titans,
Yeah.
once they lost the point, they recap and they hold it. They made it look easy again for the second time in a row. That is impressive.
Yeah, but that's the main thing, right? The easier you make it look, the better it is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh well, it's it is what it is. I always say, but
Very true.
you know what? I'm seeing this happen. I think this could definitely happen for him. Breaking Tide showing some signs of life here, and yeah, it's not over until it's over.
Very true. But however, maybe Breaking Tides just isn't strong on control maps. We'll see here on the next map.
Yeah, I mean the next up Horizon, but like Assault map is very different from Control in like a lot of ways.
Yes.
But like what's the main difference you'd say between like what's the key word? I don't know if you have one, but like what would you can also have like a key sentence, but what's the key thing that differs them so much?
Key thing that differs them so much is, I would have to say, it's just that complete. There's what's what I'm looking for? Strategy. There's such a different strategy in holding and focusing everything on holding a point rather than worrying about having to retake it. Because if you lose that point, you can't always retake it in time. You can stall. Sure, you might be able to get a retake out there if you're lucky and you get enough down on the first initial push. But the strategy and the mentality that comes in with holding that point initially, or vice versa, attacking that single point that you have to hold, is a huge difference between the two maps. It's a complete different gameplay sense. Everything is different. And you can't treat Assault the same way you treat Control maps at all. If you go in with a similar mentality, like if Titans goes in thinking, oh, that first map was rather easy, we had them on Control there, we can do it again, and that will bite them in the ass if they're not careful.
Yeah, I would agree on that. And it's while the obviously the goal is still to kill the other team and then capture the objective, it also has that equal opportunity chance, right? Like you both get to attack and defend as long as the other, if especially for point A.
Mm-hmm.
And then when point B comes in, I think that's like, because this is obviously where the changes are coming in for Assault, and point B is not going to be as snowbally as it was before. I mean, ults are still going to be a big deal. If you have a lot of ults coming into B and the defending team doesn't, that could still make a big difference. But positioning wise, the defenders should be set up a little bit better most of the time.
Yeah, absolutely. But on this map, especially this map, defending point A for an extra minute can make or break the game. Because point B is not easy to take at all whatsoever.
Nope. But neither is point A in a lot of situations. It really depends on what they're going to set up with. I mean, I see a Bastion. I see a Bastion from the defenders.
Bastion Orisa. Going full on bunker.
Ooh, I
That's
like
gonna be
this.
exciting to see.
Will we see a Torbjorn? I think we're gonna see second support, but will we see a Torbjorn? That's the main question we have here.
We're both
Sisu.
hoping that we see a Torbjorn today at some
Nah,
point in time.
it's gonna be Zenyatta. I don't know. I don't mind the Zenyatta.
Oh, of course not. Zenyatta is a very useful hero in this
Yeah.
game.
Interesting to see though. Sisu is going on to the Zenyatta, and Eldum is now going over to the Diva. We saw the support and tank lane being switched around from them. Eldum was playing the Lucio on the last map, and Sisu was playing the. Obviously,
an
we're not
interesting
playing at
swap.
the highest of highest levels, so
Yeah,
players
kind of
can
things do
have
happen.
multiple heroes that they're just as good on, but it's an interesting swap nonetheless. Pokes coming out. I mean, they throw out the Forest straight away. Gerald's been doing great on that, so I don't mind it, but I don't know if the Forest is the answer to this.
Diva just
Yeah,
diving
Diva
straight
trying
up
to
there,
get on it.
getting
Yeah,
out of mech
Yofo is
already.
the suicide, but the rest of the team does get to the point during that though, so that's great. Krokuta also falling. Dog with maybe down. Looks like a proper defense already coming in.
Looks like
Ism
they
gets
got
the
the redeploy
DMAX.
perfectly
Sisu
timed.
does fall, and they don't have a mercy in the defense, so Sisu will have to crawl all the way back to the point. And Maxim also going down. How are they getting these picks? They should be done.
They really
Defense
should be,
is
but
just-
Derelict is just dancing around them.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, it's interesting. And now we
Breaking
have Tobasco also falling, not with the defense there. They have no healers right now. I mean, I think yeah, Apex is still there on the side, and Sisu is coming back now, but they really need some more here. The damage is there, and now they also have the support. They should finally give up. I think the circumstances, that's so impressive that they haven't given over.
I am actually shocked that Titans didn't get a tick there.
Yeah, right?
I thought they lost. I thought that Breaking Tide would have lost it when they lost their support, but they held on really well.
Eldum is still out of mech though. That could be problematic for the next push, but they still have a shield, so they should be okay. Oh, Dog with Rabies already down. That's so big. I mean, they do res
That
him back
hurts.
up, but now you won't have that res for mid-fight. Ism is very close to the EMP though, so that's likely going
Derelict
to be
goes down.
Garrett going down.
Right before he gets
They're
barrage
down.
as well.
Yeah, because that could be an EMP barrage combo. Now they're probably just going to wait for another 10 or 20 seconds until Derelict's back.
Breaking Tide just
I
buying
think
them all the time they need.
Yeah, I do feel that's what they're going to go in with though. I feel like it's going to be an EMP barrage.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
if it's just a Pharah that has to travel that big of a difference to get that barrage in, she could still die getting there, because Tobasco can do so much damage on that.
If Tabasco sees her, yeah. Yeah, EMP
Oh, it's a
barrage,
miss.
you were 100% correct.
Ism
Gets
missed
shut
Mr.
down.
Translocator though. No, but Ism missed the Translocator. It was too low, so it didn't get everything
Oh, no.
it could have gone. And Maximum Goon especially getting hit by that. And now they haven't lost. They haven't got enough out of that double combo. So can they take the point now with all that damage still being up? I mean, it is the Bastion gone, but there's still so much there. Eldon does go down, but does get a kill on Ism. So a little bit of a back and forth here.
Yeah.
And UYC and Tobasco still there. Now, boom, they're both doing so much damage with that damage booster. And T-Cat does get the kill on Tobasco. Derelict is now finally back into the fight. But T-Cat also falling. You and CYC is putting this team on his back. Now Apex is back. And you know what you need. You need a Bastion set up and just cleaning up the point. Once again, no tick being gone. And a minute left here for the Titans.
If Derelict can somehow stop that Bastion from getting set up properly, then they will not be able to hold this point. But it doesn't look like it. As he goes down right as I was saying that.
Well, I mean, they did get Apex out of position and killed last time with that combo, but they don't have the combo this time. The only thing they have is their Transcendence, and everything that the defense has could probably just break through that healing.
Especially Apex's ult on Bastion there.
I know, right? It's just a burst. You just
Yeah.
and
Oh,
Kukrit
he
is
goes
already down.
anyway.
They're gonna need to get that res down, but it might be a little bit in the wrong position to do a res. Derelict coming.
It
through
looks
the
like
middle on his
they're not even
own?
going for it to attempt the res. Already
No.
repositioned for the defense straight onto point there.
And
They're-
Yofo's also
Breaking
Yofo
Cut
does
is not
get res
taking
though.
any chances here.
This is a big deal here because Yofo gets rezzed up and wasn't close to the point there. Diva's back in the fight now, but they've changed positions. They're not where they were before, and Derelict has a little harder angle of approach. You see it happening. Him and Dog with Rabies already down. Ticket gets the kill onto Sisu. That's been annoying with that Battle Mercy, but annoying is not what you need. You need a proper killer. Basco throws out the Celebratory Deadeye, and that is going to be a
And those
hole
two ults
here
just
for
completely
Breaking
cleared off the
Tide.
point.
And that was, I mean, I felt that the defense was making a few mistakes here and there, but that EMP barrage combo, that was just
Yeah.
not what it needed to be.
I completely thought that Titans was going to
Yeah,
get
right.
that point, but as I was saying before the round started, if they went in with the same mentality that they went with control, where they can just hop on and take it, it's going to bite them.
Happen. It's not gonna happen.
And
So
they
what
couldn't
do?
even get a
Because
first tick.
it's something I didn't see the Titans do that I see so many teams do when running into a Bastion comp. I wonder if you can guess what it is. There's one combination of heroes that I see every single time, and they didn't run it.
Let me guess, Junkrat's a part of it.
No, it's
Really?
not. It's the combo of Genji and Ana.
Genji on.
Uh,
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Everyone will run that Nano Blade with the Sombra and like maybe a triple DPS even, but like they will always run the Genji Ana, and I'm not a fan of it because
But it
you put
just.
so much
That
eggs
Dragon
in
Blade
one
works so
basket.
well. If
It works very well,
they can pull
but
it
you
off.
need to set it up so properly. And so many divas just throw into self-destruct as soon as that comes out, and then you're just zoned out. So you use two ultimates, not get anything, and they also still have that immortality field.
Yeah.
Plus, if you attack it that way, you will not have any ultimates to snowball onto B. So it just doesn't work in my opinion. There's plenty of ways you can break it vanilla or with fewer or different ultimates.
Yeah, you're completely
And
right,
yeah,
but it's, however,
I don't know.
it's one of the more
It's easy to
situational combos
execute.
at this point.
It's one of those easy to execute things. I get it. I get why
Yeah.
people do it.
Oh,
But
looks like we
we
have
don't see.
Titans stealing Breaking Tide's comp from the last half.
It makes sense. They do use T-Cat on the Mercy though. They have Nose and Yata, so a little bit less damage potential, but they at least have the res for the Bastion. Yeah. The attackers are probably gonna switch something up. I doubt they'll run in with this. Oh, they will. Interesting.
All right. Looks like Hanzo's going around the side. They're just trying to get a pick.
Apex, the sneaky space ninja. Oh, Derelict gets
Hanzo
him.
goes down.
But they're already on the point. They have to look at 3 different angles, and they're not
They
set up
are
to
on the
defend this
point.
correctly.
Just snuck around onto the
They
backside of
only
the
need a
point. They're
tick.
pushing
They only
him
need
out
a
of
tick.
Mike already.
It's so quick. Me have high grab. He's not set up yet. It's now finally getting into position. He's not near the immortality field though. And now we already get the damage boost here coming out for the attackers. Breaking Tide doing so well. Tabasco popping off here on that McCree. Doesn't get the flashbang because the shield was in the way. They get so many picks here. UNYC still up, already doing a
Goes
lot of
down.
damage. They will finally hold it here, but there's still the respawns are going to be better for the attackers. They've been trading out. They're
Attackers
relatively okay,
already
I
on their way
feel.
back. The defenders are
Yeah.
just straggling back in.
Yeah, they've been trading out, and Ism is so slow. It's almost halfway there. But if they can attack quickly, then Bastion's not going to be set up.
If they could attack now, I feel like Breaking Tide could get this point.
Yeah, they're looking for
Diva's just
that
stalling them
Tabasco.
off.
Yeah, you can see that they
Eddie
walk
in there.
forward pretty slowly.
Mm-hmm.
Eldom is down already though. Other mech, that's not good. So they're gonna go in hard here. I mean, they should go in hard here, but now they're a bit late for going in hard.
They let them
Still, you
regroup
might
in
see popping
properly.
in. Ism is finally set up again. So now the Bastion damage is really coming out. But Dog with Rabies popping a little bit through that shield. The flash to shot the head out a little bit. So Basco takes on Ism. That's a huge pick. Will the res go off though? Doesn't look like it. Yes, it will. No, T-Cat falls. Both the Bastion and the Mercy down. This should be the opportunity here for Breaking Tide. High Noon does come out from Derelict, but only gets the one. The Dragon gets Yofo after Struct. And it looks like it's only going to be
Tide.
Derelict. Breaking Tide should be able to get this here because there's no one on the point. 1 tick only and 1 minute. Actually, it took 2 minutes 13 to get that. So
Breaking Tide pulling that off, but they
Still,
did exactly what they
yeah.
needed to do on that side there,
Mhm.
which was, which all they had to do was just bait out their ults there at the very end, and then just react to them. Going into that fight, Titans had 6 ultimates. They could have, if they used them strategically, not like they did all at once there in panic, they could have won that round.
yeah. I
Unfortunately,
agree.
Breaking Tide was able to just bait them out and wait.
I mean, you can't have everything, obviously.
Mhm.
But yeah, sometimes you kind of do want everything.
Yeah.
But I mean, we have a tight series. That's always exciting. Like we said, control is definitely not the thing that decides a series. And you know, when trades come in, swaps come in, things come out, it's definitely something that you got to watch out for. The next month's gonna be Eichenwald, though. I really like Eichenwald as a map. It's always been one of my favorites.
I could all pass to be my favorite map as well. It's so much fun to play.
I do understand teams not liking it sometimes, but I just don't agree.
There's a couple long stretches on Eichenwald that are really hard to push through and defend at the same time.
Oh yeah, definitely.
The bridge right before the castle, that first stretch of the entire map, both of those places are rather painful to play through and just push and persist through and take over. And then you have that whole corridor once you're inside is such a pain with the defender spawning right beside it. You really have to have total control in that last area there to have any chance of taking Eichenwald.
But I mean, it's yeah. Once again, it's just one of those maps.
I love it though.
Yeah. I mean, it's been one of my favorite maps that's been added to the game. Another one would be Junkertown. Like as wonky as it is sometimes, I do really like it because it's so different. And Eichenwald also has that vibe to it. Like it's a little bit different from all those other hybrid maps, and it brings a lot of variety in what you can do. And the high ground on that middle point is so decisive that it can actually be done. But sometimes teams just ignore completely. I just love it. Plus, it's European. Not saying that I'm biased because it's European, but it has a really nice style to it. Like the art really works. And when you put a Reiner cinematic on that map that's so emotional, then I'm just sold.
On Eichenwald, that definitely has to be one of my aesthetically favorite maps by far.
Yeah.
Blizzard World's a lot of fun. A bunch of different styles jammed in there.
It is. I mean, Blizzard World obviously has that, it has the Blizzard vibe to it because it's Blizzard map. But I don't know.
It doesn't compare to Eichenwald in my opinion.
It doesn't. No, it definitely doesn't. That's not a problem though. I mean, if you ask me, then you could definitely say, oh yeah, it could be a problem, but I don't think it is.
All right, looks like we're going to the next match here on Eichenwald.
It's a good thing. Good thing too. I was kind of running out of things to talk about.
Oh,
but yeah,
good.
what are you expecting to see come out here?
Let's see. We got Breaking Tide fending.
Yeah.
What I truly and honestly fully expect is that Titans is either going to take this point right at the very beginning, or they're going to struggle through at the very end, and they're going to take that first point though.
But how? Like, how will they take the first point? What will they be using? What do you think they'll be using? You can even make an educated guess. I mean, you've seen 2 maps.
Educated guess. I wouldn't be surprised if a Breaking Tide here pulled out a bunker combo again with Bastion, just because there's so many different places for him to set and redeploy up. However, I think they're going to do a Ranzaria. Nope. They're doing Orisa Roadhog.
Well, more surprisingly, they're doing the Junkrat Ash.
Yes, I did not see that one coming.
With such a strong choke and all these things that you can poke around with, I get it.
Ash.
But still Basco on the Ash. I mean,
Ash makes a lot of sense on this map.
I was 100% expecting Derelict to come out on the Pharah, so that it makes a lot of sense.
I was not expecting throw for Defran on Torbjorn.
Yeah, I mean, they're attackers. Let's not talk about attackers before they're actually out of spawn, because they only have DPS selected right now.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even realize that.
It's the basic.
I just lasered in on focus. I just lasered in on.
You will get jebaited plenty of times.
Oh, yes.
They look to be wanting to come out on a triple DPS Wrecking Ball comp, but let's see if they stick with it. Aggressive positioning here for Breaking Tide, though. I like it. Derelict to be throwing down those rockets. They're gonna roll in with this triple DPS. They know there's no Bastion now. At least they should. And they're not gonna change anything. Ism's gonna stick on this Widowmaker. I like it. I like it. Nope, gonna switch over to the McCree because McCree's a better Widowmaker now apparently. But yeah, Dog with Rabies getting thrown in. It's anti-healed as well. Just gets taken down by the Rodig and Junkrat combination. The Australian duo, even though he's apparently a Kiwi. I don't know. Throw for the front. Try to do something on that Tracer, but just tries to walk into the middle of the team. Has to translocate out, recall out. Ism gets too close, gets slapped, will get taken down eventually. Throw for the front does get 1 pick, but I don't think that's going to be enough. Throw for the down with Rabies is